Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace. I just had the weirdest order, doing the food delivery service orders, gig work. And I mean, I've been doing it almost a year now. It's going on a year. And I've had some strange ones. This one, even the support couldn't figure out how this guy was doing this. It has to be some kind of a scam one or something. And anyway, I wound up getting paid full price for the delivery. They canceled, the support canceled it from the customer, told me to, just to leave the food in a safe place. And, as they usually say. And, what is it? And they told me they didn't understand it at all, But basically, what happened was, I had just delivered from this place. I've delivered from this one place more than several times, I guess. And I had just delivered one from them to somebody, and she came out the door, and it was lately I've been getting a lot of meat at doors. And never before now, really. It's weird. And no PIN number needed, nothing like that. It's, just meet them. Okay? And anyway, this one came to, I was trying to, my cell phone had turned itself off, it went black, the screen, because I always take a screenshot of that I'm at the house, that their address, and show that I'm there. And, after that, my experience last year, but anyway, I do that. And then I was about to get out, and somebody tapped on my window, scared me. I've never had anybody tap on my window. It's daylight, but still, it was just kind of, not scared, but shocked me a little bit. Whoa, like that. And she's a nice woman, Nigerian, I would think. A lot of people from around there. And she, so I told her I gotta get it out of the back, and she, got it out of the back and everything, and I left from there. Next thing I know, I have another one at that same restaurant, and these were local, these were near, and not too far. Didn't pay that great either, but hey. So I got that one, and went and picked it up at the same place, and went out there. And this last one, there was a guy, and I pulled up, and when I pulled up, I clicked that I've arrived, that I clicked that one because he had a leave it door, and he had a note to, it was something like, but the first one was meet at door, and then the second one was leave it at the door, and it said something really weird. I don't even remember. It was, and I basically texted him and said, as I was about to text him, it clicked up, it sent me a notice that the phone number no longer works. At the same time I was texting, so you see a little bit of an issue right there. Well, that wasn't the issue. I was talking about him, but it made it to where I didn't see much of the pop-up that they sent to me, the service. I usually don't say which one it is. Watch me slip up, or if I haven't already. But anyway, so I sent him a text just to say, which one do you want? You want me to leave it at the door? You want me to meet you at the door? And immediately he sent me. That means it's already sent that one that I've arrived, and it pops up saying it was a phone number was disconnected. So anyway, all of a sudden I get a text. It said quit, and then another text that said stop, because mine went through right when he was sending those. I'm serious, about the same time. And how is he doing it? How is he doing that? So I said, hey, I told myself, hey, if the phone is disconnected, it's not going to bother him if I try to call it, right? It's disconnected. So I called it. It says it's disconnected. How is he sending me those texts? And when I called support, I told the woman, I said, look, he sent me somehow, and she couldn't figure it out either. That's just weird. I said, that's weird. She said, it's very weird. And so she agreed with me. I said, I'm not going to go back and leave it there because I think it's a scam. And I told her, I think that that's somehow a scam. I told her, I said, he could say that he didn't receive it. And he could use either one of those when you think about it. So I told her to leave it at the door. I told her to, and I told her to, and I said, and he can call the police on me because he said, quit and stop. You see? And he saw, and I was right outside. I was sitting right there in front of his door in my SUV. So he saw me. Well, I would think he saw me. So it was just way too weird. But have you ever had anything that way too weird? Where you suspect it's a scam. I've heard of scams. I've never heard of this scam. I've heard of other scams. Like they'll say something like, I'm at the restaurant, just hand it to me or something like that. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, they must think you're really stupid to do that. But really, how would it work that the person's still texting but the phone is connected? And I asked the support woman, I said, did you try to call them? And she said, we don't have that ability. That was weird because they've always had that ability. They said, well, I'm going to put you on hold, She did put me on hold, and she came back, and she said she just wanted to get some more details. But now, as far as this food thing is concerned, free food. I actually had one time before, and I went way out of my way to go deliver it, and Adam was with me. It was the creepiest one I've ever had. The creepiest, the worst, the craziest. It was scary movie on steroids. Creepy. I got right close to the house. I said, and Adam was with me. It was when I first started doing them. And both of us said, no way. I mean, it was so scary. He said, I could just see a bunch of these, a couple of these guys sitting out there laughing because they're going to get a woman to go way out here. It was not as safe. It was not safe to go there. Just put it that way. Adam actually had jumped out of the SUV when I stopped because trying to get out of there, he was scared. I don't know if he was scared or he was going to try to help me, and then he jumped back in because it was such a scary place. I wasn't at the person's house, but very close to it. And way out in the boonies and way out in Hicksville. But, so yeah, I didn't feel comfortable going back there at all. And this is, I'm not gonna blame it on teenagers, but I had already had a scam, one of those last year. Went through one of those. It was just some teenagers probably doing one of those online challenges, and it was really weird. But anyway, I think I've only done 3. That would have been the 3rd today. It's 2 o'clock. Time flies, man. And it wasn't much money. At least I had some, but I'm glad I took them from that restaurant because I want them to continue. But I wish they would give more of a tip. And the people who get it, it's not a cheap place. We've eaten at it. It's not real expensive, but it's enough. But that seems to be the thing these days. That was weird. I mean, have you ever had one weird like that? Yeah, anyway, I'm wrapping it up. Okay, I realized I didn't finish saying what I was going to say, and that was that I have actually called them before because that bad one I had when I first started delivering, the really bad, crazy one. And I said, what did I do with it? And they said, you can leave it right there. I told them where I was, and I said, I don't know if I want to, because where I was, you really want to trash it out. And she said, whatever you, and I said, can I eat it? And I don't know. Adam was with me. He may have said, well, can we eat it? And it was just tacos. And anyway, she said, you can do whatever you want to with it. It's yours. Something like that. We got it home, and it was awful. We didn't really eat it. We just tested it. It was 4 different types of some kind of burrito, taco burrito or something. 4 different types, and they were all bad, man. But anyway, I opened that meal, and I didn't like the looks of it, and Adam He took it, but they paid $17 for that. Now, why would anybody do something like that? Doesn't that sound crazy? You know, I'm there delivering, and I guess it even tells them. I don't know if it tells them that I've arrived, but I clicked I've arrived because of the confusion with that, and I'm thinking they would come out. They must have seen me. They look at their text. They're looking at the order because they're texting me on it. But it says the phone number's disconnected. It said it as a pop-up. It said it as when I called it. So, and then yet they texted me to quit stop. Maybe that's what it does. I don't know. But like I told them, didn't feel that great. It just seemed like a scam. But anyway, have you had one? Talk to you on another video. Bye.